Welcome to Sports Life Talk. Hey, cause this is Sports Life Talk. Hey, you rock it with Sports Life Talk. Hot topics with Sports Life Talk. So come and get you some Sports Life Talk. They let us in the game, now we calling the shots. Things will never be the same, so forget what you thought. Cause life without sports ain't nothing but talk. Here we go now, finally a show that makes your heart pound. Profound, wonder what's running up through your thoughts now. About to drown our podcasts that be watered down. Tell them clowns it's a new era, and it's starting now. 5 total strangers, the 5 Power Rangers, approaching Sports Life Talk from 5 different angles. Get ready for the change up. We done turned the flame up. The topics that we bring up, we about to blow this thing up. Yeah, let's get it cracking. KT the head coach and Miss Manhattan. Gemini Jones holds the throne, she be calling them out. Mr. United Surgeon B. Jones, the mouth of the South. From the cover athlete to the yeet of the week. We got what you need, we dropping what's hot in the streets. From copping new sneaks to locals popping, doing big things. From gossip and tea, let Kimberly pour you a dream. Sports Life Talk, who is them? Went from not listening and now you're tuning in. If you feeling what you're hearing, tell a friend, tell a friend. Thank you for listening, let the show begin. Sports Life Talk, who is them? Went from not listening and now you're tuning in. If you feeling what you're hearing, tell a friend, tell a friend. Thank you for listening, now let the show begin. Let's go.
All right. Welcome to another episode of Sports Life Talk, where life without sports is just talk. How y'all doing tonight? Hey, everybody look all crisp and clear, and
I mean, not as clean as you though.
Hey, somebody look like he come out of a 1995 R&B video.
I'm about to say, I look like I'm about to go join Anthony Hamilton somewhere.
I'm trying to tell you, Badu Wisdom's up there over there, huh?
So, I just came from Costco picking up my new exercise bike. And so I didn't have a lot of time in hair and makeup. So I had to throw the wig on, but then the wig was kind of sliding back. So I had to put the hat on to keep the wig in place, y'all. So if y'all see my wig sliding back, just make sure you tell me. Don't have me out here looking crazy. All right.
Okay.
All right. Awesome. Well, this is episode 133 entitled Lobo Cop. And our cover athlete this week is Rebecca Lobo. But before we get to that, we got to do some introductions. B. Jones, you just a smiling over there like a proud parent. How are you this evening, sir?
Man, I'm living the dream. 10 toes down, baby. Let's turn it up. Episode 133. We in here. Sheesh.
All right, Miss Manhattan, how you doing down there, love?
I'm good. So a little secret of mine, or like a little insider. So every time after the intro plays, at the end of it, I always want to say "Go Tigers." I don't know why. It's just fitting. So I don't know. I just had to tell y'all that right now.
Please don't do that.
We might have a new fan, ladies and gentlemen. A confession live on television.
I've always been an LSU fan, so
but you just poured your heart out, so you're on a different level. You family now.
You did. And then, of course, we have Mr. Ed Reed down there, Coach KT. How you doing, sir?
I was doing well, but did y'all notice during the intro that somebody's mic was unmuted and they were singing a song? Y'all didn't hear that?
I was crying. I was getting hyped. I ain't know I was unmuted.
Yeah,
I didn't hear that.
And B. Jones, yes. I think that trade is going to happen in the next 2 days, man. Sorry to hear that.
Yikes. You just ruined the whole show. I don't even know how my performance
I'm still doing great. I'm feeling great. I'm glad y'all getting them.
I have no idea what y'all talking about today. But let's talk about Lobo Cop real quick. So who is going to tell us about Rebecca Lobo? All righty, well, let me find some.
Did something change?
No, I'm just playing.
That was wrong. That was a wrong prank, Miss Man.
All right, so
everybody like, oh shit.
Let me Google Rebecca. Is that 2 C's or 1?
No, I'm playing. All right, so an American television basketball analyst and former women's basketball player in the WNBA from 1997 to 2003. Lobo, at 6'4", played the center position for much of her career, playing college ball at the University of Connecticut, and won the 1995 national championship, going 35-0. For her efforts, she was named Most Outstanding Player at the NCAA Final Four competition, the Associated Press's Player of the Year, and the Naismith National Player of the Year. She also won the Wade Trophy for her leadership on and off the court, as well as the NCAA's Women of the Year Award for her outstanding achievements in athletics, academics, and community leadership. Over her college career, she averaged 16.9 points and 10.1 rebounds per game and blocked 396 shots. Miss Rebecca was inducted into the Women's Basketball Hall of Fame in 2010 and in 2017. She was announced as one of the members of the 2017 class of the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame, alongside Tracy McGrady and Muffet McGraw. So, B. Jones, what you got for the trivia this week?
I'm glad it wasn't who she was inducted into the Hall of Fame with, because you just told everybody Muffet McGraw and Tracy McGrady. No, that's what's up. But Joe, for a Sports Life Talk t-shirt, be the first one to run to our website, SportsLifeTalk.com. Go to the weekly trivia page and be the first one to answer this question correctly. All right, here we go. For a Sports Life Talk t-shirt, Rebecca Lobo led the 2005 UConn team to an undefeated national championship run. After checking them out, UConn is no stranger to perfection. Since the women's basketball program was established in 1974, including Rebecca Lobo's squad, how many UConn teams have went undefeated? There you go. How many UConn teams since 1974 have been undefeated? Be the first one to go to our website, get that question correct, and we're going to send you some Sports Life Talk swag.
You're on mute.
I think you're on mute. You're stylish, but you're on mute.
Sorry, I forgot. Because, I'm sorry, y'all. My chair is really squeaky, and I don't want y'all to be like, what's she over there doing? My chair is very, very squeaky. So.
Well, you upgraded your presentation. You upgraded the mic. You upgraded your camera. So, now it's time to get a new chair now.
Actually, no, this is a very, very comfy chair. This is a Kelly Clarkson chair, and I feel like she needs this money right now. So.
I was about to say. Hey,
so let me have my Kelly Clarkson chair.
That chair that work.
I might buy another one just in case this one.
Hey, you paid $115,000 a month for that chair.
All right, y'all. It is time for the toast. So, KD, take it away.
Yes, so this week we did something pretty, it's Women's Month of the month of March. So I chose the vodka spritzer. So we're going to use Noble Wolf vodka. So all of y'all should have a bottle. Shout out to Noble Wolf. So it is vodka, soda water, cranberry juice, simple syrup, strawberries, and lemon. So you just want to
how many bottles do you need? You got like 14 bottles over there.
Well, this is blueberry, and clearly this is my favorite.
It looks like it's empty.
This is green apple. This is pineapple. This one's not open yet. And then this is regular. She didn't say which bottle to bring. She just said
bring all of them. Yes. So shout out to Noble Wolf vodka. As you can tell, Pam almost has all the bottles. And blueberry is your favorite. So what do you mix with the blueberry one?
Lemonade. And that's it. That's all you need. Just a little lemonade. But I make lemonade Kool-Aid. I'm sorry.
Sound like Noble Wolf need to be putting you on the cover or something right now, Pam. Yes. You die hard.
So that's the secret, is the Kool-Aid lemonade. You can't use any other. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. So for the toast this week, I actually have one. So fantasy sports is a multi-billion dollar. Wait, is it multi-billion or multi-million?
Multi-billion. Yeah.
Okay.
Multi-billion.
All right, multi-billion dollar business with 20 million players on ESPN alone, being most popular amongst younger people who tend to follow players more than teams. So shout out or toast to ESPN for adding the WNBA to the fantasy world, because of course, this means more viewership and engagement, which also means more money in the women's pockets. So toast to ESPN for doing something for the ladies.
Yes.
So that means we're going to have our own little league, right? We got to have our own. right?
I think we ought to do a WNBA league. But see, the thing about it is I don't know if they're going to have a daily league. So we got to figure it out. But we might have to just do a 10-team or something. Yeah, I'm with you, KT. Let's do it. Let's do it, man.
I'll win it. So we got it. Let's do
it.
All right, y'all. So it is time for the Playmaker segment. Are you ready? Because you look
it came so quick. That's not something I heard that. I don't hear that often either.
I was waiting to see who's going to be the one. I was like, that's
because I set myself up. Well, okay. So we had Alex Wright.
B. Jones, you should have known it was going.
Yeah, I was trying my best to
leave it alone. Yeah, it slipped out, but she said that too. All right, so who is your you got next athlete for this?
Okay, so we had Alex Wright from UAB. He's a future NFL star, and we will see his name called on Sundays, either Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. It's probably Saturday, right, B?
I think he gonna. I don't know, man. He went out to the combine, so we got to see. I got a feeling this dude might be a day two. He might be a Friday kind of guy because Thursday is the first round, right? Then Friday we do rounds 2 and 3. I think he's gonna be a Friday guy. So,
well, anyway,
he making big moves up the ladder. Super athletic freak.
He is the truth. Number 16 at defensive end or linebacker.
He played a defensive end in a 3-4. But he can stand up and play outside linebacker in a 4-3 as well. But he a monster in the 3-4.
Yeah, that dude is a truth. So go ahead, check his show out as well. Pam got me thrown off early, as well as the rest of our Play Cousins in our You Got Next series.
All right. So is there a local business? Anybody go anywhere?
I mean, I got my oil change the other day, and we'll talk about them.
I can't give a local business, but shout out to Casablanca out there in Fort Lauderdale. It was delicious. I had a good time out there y'all saw me laying dead in the streets, but instead I'm getting it on the beach. Yeah, man, I had a good time. Y'all don't remember that Biggie?
No, we remember the Biggie. It's just the fact that where did that line come from? Yeah.
No, that was just lyrics. That was just rapping. That was just rapping.
I see in that window back there.
Hey, she coming too. Hey, she coming. She probably watching this right now. Hey, but shout out to Casablanca. That was some good food. Hit me for about 180, but hey, it was some good food.
Okay. It better be good. Good.
Look, somebody just said salute to the mouth. Hey, salute to you, friend. Salute to you, family.
That's Raider Nation, man.
The only thing about it is he used like a lipstick emoji. Give me a loud mouth emoji, man. Give me somebody with some buck teeth in their mouth. Something with a gold tooth right there on the front, you know? That's too sexy right there.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
Damn. I appreciate the love, fam. I appreciate the shout out, man.
All right. So who is the local athlete?
Ooh, well, thank you for asking, Gemini Jones. This week, I want to send a super shout out to our playmaker, Jacoby Walter. He plays for McKinney. The 4-star junior is a walking bucket. This lethal scorer has averaged 24.7 points a game during his junior season. He hit a season high of 49 against Denton Gaia in the month of February. The 6'5" shooting guard is destined for greatness as he's already getting crazy offers from Baylor, all kind of schools in the SEC. So, hey, he has been part of one of these historic runs right now that the McKinney team is making. If y'all keeping up with local high school basketball, McKinney has reached the state semifinals for the first time in 94 years. So look out for this kid to take over down there in San Antonio as McKinney hits the scene. And I do, because I know everybody like it's more local teams made it. Shout out to McKinney. Shout out to Kimball. Shout out to Duncanville, Mansfield, Timberview, Oak Cliff Faith Family, and Madison. All DFW local schools that made it to the state semifinals in their championship, state semifinal championship tournament in San Antonio.
Hey, and if you haven't seen Duncanville play,
yes.
Oh my God.
KT, they had 3 kids on there that could have been the player of the week. They could have been the playmaker. They had 3 of them on there.
You know, Penny Hardaway's son plays there too.
I did not know that.
Yeah, I went to that game when they played against Cedar Hill. Oh my.
Yeah, they nasty.
It's a college team playing high school.
Yeah, I think their track team is doing pretty good right now too. too. I could be wrong.
Duncanville, everything's good in Duncanville. The women's basketball, softball, baseball, football made the state championship, but they didn't win it. But yeah, shout out to Duncanville.
I just want y'all to know a small fact. My mom sits on the board at Faith Family.
No, at Oak Cliff Faith Family. Hey, is this the first time they had this kind of success, Pam?
No, I believe a couple of years ago they did.
Oh, really? Yeah, that's a good team.
Yeah.
Well,
They had they have a lot of big guys on their team, like tall. Well, back in the day they did. I don't know. But I would like to correct KD. Damn it, he said Biggie died 20 years ago. It was 25.
Oh, I mean, you could just let him have it though. We didn't have to, call out.
I don't want him saying that to nobody else and be wrong. You know what I'm saying? KD, yeah, just help me out.
Hey, hold up, Gemini. Are they hiring? Ask your moms, are they hiring? You know what I'm saying? She on the board.
I gotta holler. First off, shout out to Cool Kev. I love all my new emojis. Those are official. Somebody run them up. Those are official mouth logos. Pam, we gotta get you. We love your stories, Pam. And I'm sorry to put you on the spot. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all about to get some SLT impromptu. But I have listened to Pam over the last week and a half in our group thread. She's been complaining and she's been crying. And I want her to go ahead and get it off her chest. What transpired with T's final game? And go ahead and tell America what happened. There appears to be some controversy that the shot count wasn't on time. Go ahead and tell your story, Pam. You got 3 minutes. Tell us what happened in this epic game.
It's I've let the pain and the hurt go. But I do want to say that the game it could have been tied up. The score was 84-83. The other team, when they made their shot to get to 84, they ran out on the court, so they got a tech. It was still time left on the clock, so they got a tech. Now, y'all, I don't mean to brag on my son, but I'm going to brag on my son.
Brag on your son.
I told y'all this in high school. The boy has the best free throw average out there, period, right? He was like 89% at Plano West, right? He went on a 19 straight shot streak. Anyway, they let this other dude shoot the shot to tie the game. Now, during this game, he had already missed half of his free throw shots. So why they chose him, I don't know, but they did instead of my son. So he missed a shot. The score is 84-83. We have the ball. It is 0.3 seconds left. They throw the ball. Now, from what I understand, the clock doesn't start until it touches somebody's hands, right?
It touches somebody's hands. That's correct.
We threw it inbound to past half court. The dude caught it. He turned. He shot it. Went in. They said it was no shot. But if y'all watch that video,
I saw the video. Or at least I saw a steal shot. You said
I seen the video. It was out of his hands before that buzzer went off, but they said no shot.
Yeah, but Pam, if it's 0.3, you don't have time to catch a ball, turn, then shoot. It's just
that's 0.3. That's how.
Now 0.4, 0.5, yeah, 0.3. That's damn near impossible.
But Kevin,
I'm gonna send y'all the video again. And you know what? I'm gonna send it to you so you can post it on IG so everybody can say yes or no. Now it's not very clear, but we all thought we had it. But I do want to give a shout out. I was gonna say this to the 2-minute, but they did still get invited to the championship in Rockford, Illinois. So they left Tuesday. My baby's gone. I hope they win tomorrow and bring home a trophy.
Okay, so they made it to some kind of playoff scenario.
Yeah, they're in the NJAA men's division championship, something or the other. So they left for Illinois.
I mean, somebody must have got kicked out. I want to know the drama behind
that. No, their record was so good. Their record was 21-7. So, and plus, yeah.
Well, do you feel better getting it off your chest, Pam? Because I know it's been haunting you for the last week and a half.
It has, and I'm gonna have you post the video.
All right, we got you.
Okay, so my question to you is how does it feel for this is kind of like a milestone thing. It's going to playoffs, and it's in a different state. It's a distance from here. So how do you feel not being able to go, missing out on these games?
So I have already downloaded or paid for the thing where I can watch them. If it were in a different city, it's an hour and a half away from Chicago. If it had actually been in Chicago or in another city, I probably would have gone. But
Okay.
Rockford, Illinois, I was like, nah, I'm good, son. I just watch it.
What about your family? Don't you got a lot of family up there from the Indiana area? Are they gonna go down?
Yeah, but it's an hour and a half away. So
Okay,
it just would have been too much trying to go back and forth and all that. So yeah.
Uh-oh, Pam. The fans telling you it's impossible.
Look, he just mad because I corrected him on Biggie's death 25 years ago. Shut up, baby. I'm just playing, y'all. But we're gonna post a video and I just want y'all to see. Anyway,
let's go.
It is time for the kickoff question. So, of course, we talked about this is Women's History Month. What story has showcased women the most and has had the biggest impact on you? So we have. Do you want me to read your choices, or do you just want to give what you got?
Let's just give.
Let's just give what we got.
All right, B. Jones.
I'm going with all of these women first. And I mean, it's like every week we see in a trailblazer or somebody come out of the ether with something new, right? It's the first female to do this, the first female to do this. We got now the first African-American female on the Supreme Court. I mean, it's just so much that's going down, and it's just like females are always breaking ground. And shout out to all the ladies out there in 2021 who got down on their knees and proposed to their future husbands. I mean, I'm just saying, women is out here doing it major right now, and it's time to salute that. It's time to recognize that. So I'm going with all the female first.
You know what? I'm a co-sign to you for the women proposing and actually finding a man who, that they like, the one that they feel is worthy enough to spend the rest of their life with, because
to drop down on one of their knees and do it.
Because the pickings out here are a little crazy, so I'm gonna just roll with it just a little bit.
Miss Manhattan, you fall into a knee?
No.
Okay.
Well, how can you support change?
I'm gonna be single forever till I don't know when, till the death of me.
Never say never.
I was about to say.
I am a living testimony
to finding the one, not to proposing.
Yeah, I ain't proposing to nobody.
Okay, we just want to set that.
But you don't have anything in the sports world that you proud of women for?
Yeah, so my news that has been going on is the U.S. national women's soccer team won the $24 million equal pay settlement. So I don't think it's completely done all the way. No. I think there's some things that they have to agree on, but it just feels like a step closer to, again, women getting more money, and just like the men are getting paid in the sports world. So
yes, the men's soccer getting paid for nothing, because when was the last time they won something?
Man, I don't know. They're struggling, but they got a good squad now, KT. We're probably going to make the World Cup.
Yeah, now, but I'm saying the women have been dominant.
Yeah, the women been murdering. They've been murdering folks. Yeah, they've been killing it.
KT?
All right, so I'm going to agree with Miss Manhattan, but I will go a step further. I know it's not in the sports realm, but Kamala Harris, I think that's the one that's had the biggest impact on me. The fact that somebody that looks like Gems or my mother is now in the White House.
Mm-hmm. For me, I'm going to go with the athletes, the female athletes that are now calling attention to mental health. Just if you're not feeling it, you're just not feeling it. You're down, being able to say you're down. If you just can't do this game, what was that? Naomi
Osaka took some time off.
You didn't take some time off. It's like we birth babies, we run businesses, we have all these things that we do, and it's like we can't take some time off. I'm sorry, we need some time off. So and then we've had a couple women, what was it, Miss USA, I guess, commit suicide. You never know what somebody's mental health is, and I see these commercials now that say, oh, you'll be okay. When somebody comes to you and tell you they have a problem, the thing to say is, oh, it'll be all right. Just try to empathize. I mean, telling somebody it's going to be okay at that moment, it don't seem to be okay to them. So Try to have a
And
little
the
bit
truth
more.
of the matter is, people like really don't nobody even want to hear your problems. No way. Like it's automatic. Somebody say, "How you doing?" I'm doing good. That's just, you know what I'm saying. That's just the natural response. That would like, when's the last time you said, "Hey, how you doing?" Somebody like, "Man, I ain't doing good." You know?
That is true. I mean, I think a lot of people, people have their close circle, so they might disclose that to their close circle. But you know, I think I've expressed to you guys a time or two, like, y'all, I'm drowning, I'm overwhelmed over here, you know, with everything I have going on. And I think it needs to be normal for people to say that. We don't always have to be strong. So.
And you still come on here and perform too. You go, girl.
My flowers now.
Yep. Rose.
We'll think about it. But I will say this, y'all. I do have I ask kids that at school and they'll say I'm not doing right. So then I got to turn to like the counselor and the father and just start trying to figure out what's going on.
But that's how they built. They built a little bit. They wired differently, Kevin.
Yeah.
The kids now, they're going to tell you straight up how they feel.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I'm carrying a lot right now. Kids are getting a little bit more open with it because they have more, they're more optics to it. They're more exposed to like, hey, you know, we shouldn't feel this way. You shouldn't have to go through that. You shouldn't have to carry that. So that's shout out to you, Kevin, for
because I don't know how many conversations. Oh yeah, my girlfriend and boyfriend just broke up with me. I was like, oh, okay, well, come on over here. Let's talk about it. What happened?
She wasn't about nothing, no way.
I was like, man, you just in middle school, man. You got plenty of time. Wait till you get to high school. Look at all the women that's gonna be there.
Yeah. They're gonna be fine. Huh?
Yeah.
All right, y'all. So that was our kickoff question. It is time for the Manhattan Project.
Hey. So I have a question for y'all this week. It seems like there has been so much stuff going on in the sports world, whether it's football, wrestling, basketball. So what has been y'all's favorite or best sports news? Like what good news, bad news? Like what has been your favorite so far in the last week?
I guess for me, as y'all know, WrestleMania is here in Dallas in a couple of weeks. I think the first week in April. I wish I could have, went to that and got the money. But Stone Cold Steve Austin, for the first time in 19 years, is supposedly supposed to wrestle Kevin Owens. I'm pretty sure it'd be like a squash match where he just beat the hell out of him. But I'm looking forward to seeing that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with I think I'm gonna go with NFL free agency. It's always a lot of intrigue, right? We finished the football season out. We all kind of know who we were. We discussed it. Are we happy? But then we get this opportunity of the NFL draft is coming up on us. And then you got NFL free agency, which literally we could see teams change their DNA overnight. So we saw Aaron Rodgers go back to Green Bay. We saw an epic trade in which Russell Wilson ended up in Denver. We got Carson Wentz going to Indianapolis. And before the show, I got some disastrous news. It has caused me all kind of stress. I don't even know how I'm making it through this whole episode, but apparently the Saints are going to acquire Jimmy Garoppolo in a trade, which I'm just like, yuck.
That's disgusting. Michael Thomas, get out of there. You got to leave.
Man, that's going to be like so. I can't. Jeez. But those are my favorite, Kim. Yeah, if you want to know that stress.
For me, it was the Stone Cold story, only because like it's so cool to see. I used to be into wrestling back in his days, so it's like cool to see fans emerge from back then, because I feel like some people like me don't really watch it no more, don't really keep up with it. So it's just interesting. It was an interesting story for me.
Well, Katie, they got tickets going on sale Friday. We can try to go see Stone Cold. What's up with it? Well,
it depends, because I'm trying to get Tyler the Creator tickets again for the Houston.
Why? You already seen him once. Him and Frank Ocean.
Because I want to see it again.
Kevin, is WrestleMania gonna be here in Dallas, Kevin?
Yeah, at the stadium in Arlington.
Really?
It's 2 days. Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah.
So if you buy a ticket, you get tickets to both days, or do you have to buy one ticket for day one?
Vince McMahon won his.
Wow, you got to buy 2 days worth of tickets, man.
But man, if I can see,
so do you know which day is which?
Well, yeah, they'll tell you what shows are going to be on what.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay.
Let's go
I
see
might look
Bel
into
Air,
tickets,
man.
though.
Let's go.
I might.
But we can't get no bad seats where we're all at the very top and can barely see.
No, I don't do bad seats. I do like What, like either floor or 100 or 200?
Lord have mercy.
Well,
Kim, you are not doing us any favor. I don't do bad seats. Lord, we are the most bougie. I swear.
I'm telling you now, if you
I don't do bad seats. God, no. I
you
do
must got
floor.
some paper then. If you
I'm trying to tell you.
Oh, never mind. She probably got somebody that's going to, buy
What?
it for her.
No, I pay.
But they talking about she can't find nobody. She
Yeah,
needs
she
to
know
do
Kofi
this.
Kingston. You know Kofi Kingston.
Yeah, I can't even find somebody to just take me out to dinner. You think I'm finna find somebody to buy me some tickets?
Now, Miss Manhattan, we're not let you get away with that because a guy
She
literally gave
stand
you
around
a
in the street and hit a pole.
$500 shirt that he just took it off and gave to you. So stop playing.
It was not 500.
$150.
It was expensive.
No, it was $150.
All right, Pam, do you have any special news that you enjoyed? No, not really. Okay. So all right, so my next talking point is of course Russell Westbrook. They he had some fans calling him Westbrook instead of Westbrook. So it's been like a big old thing. I know he like stopped in the middle of the game and try to, have some words back and forth, words exchanged. And he's like, why are you disrespecting my name? So I think it is disrespecting my name because it's not my name, but it's kind of part of the
game. But he ain't mad about that.
Yeah. So
it's not your. It's only not your name when it's a negative, not your name.
I guess so.
Well, Pam, I right now we get the tag team up on these below us. Because if you recall, we had this conversation live on now, and SLT Nation jumped on me, and you was the only one that stood 10 toes down with me and said, you know what, B, you right. The players are being too soft. And now we see, I told y'all this was going to happen. Now we see it. Players can't even take any criticism from fans, and you disrespect it. Like when we were calling him Goat Brook, it was okay.
Yeah.
It was okay when you was Goat Brook.
You're only mad when you don't like it.
Because your son went to school and he loves his last name and he writes it down everywhere. He will be okay when he cashed that check. Your legacy is built on basketball. He said, it's just a game. It's just a game. Your legacy is built on this game. Everybody love you. Sold jerseys in Houston, DC, Oklahoma City, UCLA. You sold jerseys everywhere you've been, including LA, and you profitize off of fans and adoring you. Now all of a sudden you playing like trash and you don't want nobody to comment on that. Come on, man. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Listen, my thing is, and I know some people still gonna disagree with me, if I'm not threatening you, breaking the law, or going after your civil rights, which means I'm calling you some sort of racist comment, or I'm not threatening you. I thought long and hard about what you said, Kevin. Somebody threatening my wife and my kids. That person ain't mentally stable. You don't know what a person's I don't know him, so I got to stop. Hey, we need to do something about that because he's threatening me. He could pull something out to try to come on this floor after me. But other than that, you calling me a B, you calling me a P, you calling me a punk, you making fun of a news article that you saw me in the strip club or whatever, spending my cash, you calling me Chicken Wayne James or something like that. You got to get over that, man. You got to be focused on the 4 other team members and that coach and the 7 other guys that's sitting on that bench. Because other than that, the rest, bro, we starting to get too soft. Yeah, I don't agree with it at all, man.
Now, B. Jones, you do have a little selective memory because I did agree with y'all. I said when you come out to somebody's family, because on that episode, remember the Lakers fan that said something to LeBron about, hey, we hope your son dies in a car crash.
I thought that was Carmelo. I thought he said something to Carmelo.
That was LeBron. They said it to LeBron. So no,
that's my thing. See, but Kevin, that's not really threatening your kid. That's just wishing bad up on your kid.
Why would you want to wish it on my family though, B. Jones? That's all I'm saying.
You can't stop the game over every single fan that wish bad up on you, Kevin. I get what you're saying.
You absolutely can't. So people have to understand that not everybody is going to like you. Not everybody is your fan.
Yeah.
And you just have to deal with that. Not everybody on this planet likes me. It's probably some listeners that hate me. But you know what? I don't care because I'm sitting on this side and y'all on that side.
With your Anthony Hamilton hat on. And this is my thing. Now, Kevin, I do agree with you. If somebody in that front row is saying, hey, I'm going to blow up your house, or I'm gonna kill you, or I'm going to shoot you, or I'm going to stab you, or I hate you, and threaten to the point where I'm finna cause you bodily harm. Stop it and remove that person from the game, because that's against that's a threat. That's a threat on my safety. But if it's not a threat on your safety, they just don't like you and they call you Westbrook.
Yeah, he's doing too much. And what's his name? Skip Bayless has been calling him that for years. That's where it came from.
And to Katie, damn it, point, he is out. A boy is a racist comment. That is a racist connotation. So that's got to go. You can't call me, and no homophobic comments, and no because you don't know how to, homophobia can that's just the same to me as saying the N word. So hey, as long as we keeping it on the just, hey, I'm making fun of you, man, get over it.
Yeah, no, Westbrook is doing. Just play better. How about that?
Yeah,
play better.
Absolutely. That's what you got to do. And I think maybe that's why he took offense to it.
Yes.
Because you playing like trash, and so it hit a nerve for you. Because if you knew you was putting up them numbers and they were, saying all this, I'd be like,
yeah. But like B. Jones said, when they was calling him Brody, Mr. Triple Dub, all that, it was all good.
It was all good.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yep, I feel exactly how Pam feels. So I'm like, dude, get out your feelings and do better.
But now, stop sending death threats to his wife, though. Now that's doing too much.
Yeah.
Now let me ask you a question. How come the police never get involved when this kind of stuff be happening? Is there not a way they can track these IP addresses back?
Yeah, if they wanted to, they can track that. They could do that.
Yeah, I ain't never understood how people get away with
We don't know that they're not, though, B. Jones. We don't.
Well, I mean, that's true. That's true. But I never understood that. Like, you hear people like they saying Matthew Stafford and his wife didn't receive death threats before. I'm just like, come on. How is this even legal for somebody to threaten you like that?
That's why in his feelings.
Who cares an attack about his attire?
Wearing skirts to the game. He was
dressed like Shaggy that one time.
Yeah, man. Him and Kyle Kuzma. They be doing the most.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yep. So we were talking about Euphoria the last few episodes of Sports Life Talk on Wednesdays, but that's been over for about a week or two now. So if y'all have any series that y'all recommend,
let's talk about Power. Tommy episode Force.
Oh,
I have not been watching that.
Oh,
are y'all?
It's good.
Oh.
Do I need to watch all those other powers in order for me to understand it?
No.
Did you watch Power, the first one?
No, he didn't. That's why he was asking.
I ain't watched no Powers.
B. Jones, you need to go watch.
The last thing I saw was a keychain of a dinosaur in a backpack. That was.
Woo! You went way back.
No, but B. Jones, go back and watch those other powers though with the real ghost, the original ghost. Fire, and you'll understand where Tommy comes from.
I'm with you though. It did take a minute for it to get cranked up for me too. So.
Okay.
It's worthy.
He's gonna be watching that all year long.
Yeah, I know. It's hot. I know the streets is talking about it. But if y'all do pick another show, let me know.
Okay, Power Book 4. Power Book 4 is good though. So if y'all watch Power and haven't watched the other Power books, I think it's okay to watch Tommy's Power Book 4. But just my opinion. So, yep, that's all I got for the Manhattan Project today.
All right, so it is time for the Uncut Gem. And, last week my Uncut Gem just got everybody in a tizzy.
Oh, I'm asking people in the street. I just be talking to a random stranger. And
So I found this on Instagram as well. So we've kind of talked about this before, but never really in this context. So me and this guy are dating, and I mentioned to him that I am waiting for marriage to have sex. Okay. The guy I'm dating says he's cool with that. And then he mentions that we should go Dutch when we go on dates because he's saving his money for his wife. I told him that's not cool, that he will not spend money on me because I want to wait until marriage. He says that's not the case at all, but clarifies that just like sex, he should be a good steward with his money and reserve that for his wife.
Oh, that was a perfect rebuttal. That was awesome. That was
so y'all giggling, but KD, how do you feel? What if you said that to a guy? I'm saving, I just down there.
Why are they so tickled?
He said we need to go Dutch because I'm saving my money.
Hey, I ain't getting no snatch. You ain't getting none of this. Oh my!
You saving the goodies for your husband. I'm saving my money for my wife.
Yeah. Hey, I'm not mad at Kat.
Now, let me say, you know what? Let me start off.
This
Yeah,
dude,
mute your mic.
unprofessional.
Let me do my mic. I don't know why I start crying.
Yeah.
I will say that when I am dating someone, I do not, and Katie, I don't know how you feel about it. I don't expect that person to pay for all the dates. Like, I feel like the first person to ask somebody out should pay. So if a guy comes up to me, he asks to take me out, okay, then I expect that you pay. Now, if I say, hey, the new Batman movie just came out, would you like to go? When we get to the theater, I ain't gonna be like, you paying for this, right? I asked you. I'm the type of dater where if there's something I want to do and I enjoy your company, I am going to buy the tickets. I am going to pay for it or whatever. I never have the mindset in dating that a man is supposed to pay for everything. So this kind of really wouldn't apply to me. I'm fine with going Dutch. You pay for the movie, I'll pay for the popcorn, the jujubes, the Coke, whatever. But at the same time, bro, you know damn well. Really cooking up. You know damn well that if I was giving it up, you'd be spending all your money. So, Katie, how do you feel?
Yes, I feel the exact same way. The only thing that pissed me off about this scenario is that he was like, okay, cool. Well, I'm just going to save it for my wife. No, you're going to save it for the chick that's giving it up, who probably ain't even going to be your wife. So that was the petty of the man being petty over some dumb shit.
No, I love it. I love that comment. I ain't gonna lie
No.
to you. But I get it. She has a right to,
And he has his right.
he has
Yeah.
his too. So hey,
Yeah,
you're not giving it
so-
up. You ain't getting lobster. You finna go. We going to Wendy's, get this 4 for 4. We'll see how you like that.
Okay.
Yeah, but
how do you know that person's not going to become your wife? Now, I get not trying to, when you first start dating somebody, not trying to spend a whole lot of money, especially if y'all are new, especially if you're dating other people. You can't take every single date to Paris. I would think
Right.
not. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, if she's a little special, you might take this one to Paris. You might take this one to, Applebee's. I don't know. I don't think there should be any limitations on anything.
Now, Pam, now we've been doing this for a long time, sis.
Yeah, don't come on back. Listen to what he got to say. Come on back.
Come here. All right. And I know Katie Dammit been with us. He a day oneer. I know we got a couple other day oneers in the chat. And I very specifically remember last year around the same time we were talking. We got into a heated debate about guys paying for trips and flying out and all this other stuff. And
oh, come on back. Stop running.
I'm just saying, I ain't trying to always bring up old stuff, but I mean, do y'all really feel that way? I mean, are you just saying that because you got your look going on today?
no, because what were we saying about paid trips? And
You were like, if a dude really like you, he need to be willing to put his money where his mouth is. He need to be.
Yes,
You
and
were
that's
all
I don't
in
think
on
that was me. I think that was that one down there.
No, it was an Uncut Gem that you brought up.
That didn't mean I had the feelings.
Yeah, but look here. If I'm taking you on a trip, you stop playing. Y'all
Yeah,
already
we
know
made a gaff out of it. We had a big laugh about it. But y'all was set on that.
Wait, if a dude is
Elena.
like, if we're dating, what did she say?
I don't need you to chime in.
Oh, Pat, what was you just doing just then? That's exactly what's going on if I'm paying for the trip. Go ahead and do that again for me. Thank you.
Actually, I've been on a
Clap like for the heavyweight champ.
There was absolutely no clapping.
But I think with me and Pam, like we are willing to pay for those things as long as they're doing the same thing. Like,
Okay, well that's fair, but
yeah.
to this question, if
But
you're saving yourself into marriage, he says we're going Dutch, and I'm
Yeah,
saving
and
my
that's-
money for
yeah,
my
and
future.
that's-
He going Dutch on everything.
Yes.
That's fine. But what I have to say about this is that I would have to stop dating him, because I'm the type where it's kind of like, okay, he don't want to spend his money, but I like going to nice restaurants. I like to start with their recommended drink appetizers, and then I'm gonna be like, let's get a round of shots, and then we're gonna do entrees, and then we're gonna do dessert, and then we're gonna do some wine. So then it's like I'm coming out of my pocket because I'm just a nice person, and I'm gonna be like, you know what, I got it, don't worry about it. So yeah,
for that.
Yeah,
exactly.
Lance just said that though. She said, so if he invited her, so let me ask y'all something. Let's be honest. If I'm paying for the trip and I'm inviting you, do you really think we're just going to just have a good time? Well, you know what I mean? It's gonna be something else going on.
This is nothing but an elaborate. This is an elaborate way.
Yeah, so just saying, hey, you know, they got to change the sheets in the morning. I mean, I'm just saying.
Well, okay. Let me also say that if you invited me on a trip, and I know that we're staying in the same room, I think there is that expectation that, I mean, now if you said, hey, I'll get you your own room, then I wouldn't have that expectation. But if you say, yeah, I got us the presidential suite,
Nick, you already know.
Hey, Kev, before we get off of this, okay?
Put it on the nightstand. And
so, Kev, in your single days, would you have been this type of monster? Would you have been that savage with it? You would have said, hey, no fun, no bag. I mean, would you have been?
No, if I'd have asked her out on a date, I'd have paid for it regardless. Then we'd had that conversation that happened. It just wouldn't have been another date or something, probably. But I mean, yeah.
You would have just severed the relationship at that stage.
Well, probably at that point in my life, I wasn't looking for someone that, you know what I mean.
Yeah. No, I just was curious. I was just curious because you, I don't know, you connected with that comment. I mean, like.
I'm just saying.
I have been on a trip that was paid for that nothing happens.
Lies.
Not at all. None.
Same room?
Same room.
Did later on, was he like Frank Ocean?
I don't think so. Honestly, if you want the truth, I don't think the equipment was ever ready. So saved me, but I had a blast.
Wow. Well, that took an awkward time.
I know. Wow. Sheesh.
All right, can we move on?
Yeah.
But, okay. So I do want to say the dude is not wrong for wanting to go Dutch. I did say that.
No, I don't think he's wrong either.
The only way he would be wrong if he asked her out on a date. That's the only way it would be wrong.
Yeah. But it's funny because sometimes they make stuff up on Instagram just for whatever. But she said we're dating, and you can't clearly be dating. And I don't know. That seemed like that would be a conversation you have one or two conversations or dates in. You can't, bust that out a month later, and he's like, wait a minute now,
And you've already done it. Like y'all have already done some things. And
like,
you're just like, oh, now I'm saving myself.
No, you better, no.
If she said that, you was trash, bro.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's a whole different topic there.
Next week on Uncut Gems. Hey, last week's Uncut Gem, I'm gonna post that Friday on Instagram, and let's tag as many people as we can so we get to keep that conversation going.
Okay, so KD in the chat, he's still mad at me to this day. He looks at me and just shakes his head because he's just cannot believe. Yeah, my wife.
I show some empathy. I've been really studying on. I've been really praying on that whole situation. It bothered me. It bothered me all week long.
When I first asked the question, I was like, "Oh, that's a girl question," and all of a sudden it just took a turn and got heated.
I got off the mic. I was like, "Hey, baby, that's been my topic of conversation."
Yeah, I've asked like two people. We even asked somebody that on our You Got Next.
Yeah, but there are some situations that I thought of that, I mean, I'm not gonna buzz, throw a wet blanket on our fire show, but there are a few situations in which I think I would probably say, hey, nah, I don't want that person to come up at all, especially if I think that they're going to use that money for evil, if you feel what I'm saying. All right, so that's all I'm gonna say on that.
Yeah, and I just want to say this, I was really with you, B. Jones, on the original, but in Gemini's situation,
we ain't gonna rehash it.
No, we're not. Let's go to the drop.
Last 12, 13 minutes of the show.
What new music do we have? Sit this one out, Gemini.
Wait a minute, that's my line.
No, I just want you to take a break because
it's time for the drop. KD, what new music do we have?
All right, so King Von dropped What It Means to Be King. RZA and DJ Scratch dropped Saturday Afternoon Kung Fu Theater. Diplo with the self-entitled Diplo. Boosie Badass, Heartfelt, and Tinashe 333. So I listened to the RZA. Y'all aren't missing anything unless you're just like a huge RZA and DJ Scratch fan. It's just like 3 or 4 songs. And
Is it
then
rap or is it what is it? What kind of?
it's rap, but it's put me to sleep during rush hour, and I was like, yeah, no. And then Tinashe's album, I listened to it, but that's gonna be one of those that Pam or KT have to listen to and tell me you got to give it another chance because it wasn't working for me.
I already know who the person is, so whatever you say, we're gonna roll with it.
All right, well, that's all.
I do have a question. You didn't listen to King Von because that's his, what do they call it?
Posthumous.
Whatever. Anybody listen to that at all?
No, I'll probably listen to it.
Yeah, I'm gonna check him out. My cousin, shout out to my cousin D. He huge King Von fan. He turned me on King Von, so I'm gonna go check out what the young man was doing. And the truth be told, it's crazy because like 2 years ago we had Pop Smoke, then we had King Von. So these dudes was about to change the game for their cities. You know what I mean? So and then last year we had Mo3. Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. We talking about 3 cities that.
And then what's the other guy?
Memphis Young Dolph.
That was Young Dolph. Yeah.
Young Dolph. Yeah.
But Young Dolph was already popping though. He was up there. But Mo3 was kind of about to hit that stage. King Von was about to become a nationalist, and Pop Smoke had literally just bubbled up to the top. So I'm talking about people who was, on the brink of greatness.
I don't know none of these people. Okay. All right. So, KD.
Oh, what you got for the coaches group, KT?
All right, to all of my lovers out there who, you want to go out, but gas prices won't let you live your best life. I got some advice for you. Just stay your butt at home. So the coach's groove this week is by Joe.
Let's stay home tonight. I knew that. Yes.
Pam called that one. You told her backstage, Kevin?
No, I didn't.
No, I just knew when he said stay home. Hey, that Joe go hard.
Hey, Joe. People sleep on Joe.
They do.
Joe was amazing. I missed the concert.
Shoot, that one song, one of his latest songs, If You Lose Her, man, that song goes hard.
Yeah, Joe.
You know what else goes hard?
What's that, Reede Jones? What else goes hard, man?
No, Pam was about to say something. I didn't mean to interrupt.
I actually have a friend who was on a wedding show, or they had their wedding on like TV or whatever, and Joe actually sang at their wedding. I was like extremely jealous.
Now, you know what else goes hard?
What else goes hard?
Hold that sneaker is what goes hard. My boy KT went out and dropped a couple of 100 bands. Got him some new AJ ones. What's the model of that? What's the model of that, KT?
These some mid ones.
Oh, man, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Keep your eyes on these mids. They about to get hot. I'm telling you. If you're not on the mids game already, make yourself acquainted with it. They're already doing collabos and stuff like that. So I guarantee you mids are going to be a tough buy right along with the lows and the highs here. Nike will figure out a way to get that money out of us. All right, Kevin, let's move to this week's drop. We got them coming out Saturday, 3/11. We got Air Jordan 12, the playoffs. These shoes are supposed to be, which they were originally released in 1997. The playoffs was given a nickname, but before his role, they played in Michael Jordan's career at that time, a magical run they had back in, I think it was 96, 97. And they came out with a version last Christmas, right? They were called the Royalties, where you see the silver accents. It has the gold. And so I'm kind of on the fence right now, but this is just a classic shoe. I mean, this shoe is one of those shoes that, you know what, whether you like the way it looks, it has a lot of memory. It's going to be tied to a lot of people who carried this shoe back in the day coming up. And it also has got the red silhouette on the tongue, which just give it a nice little smooth little look. So at a price point of $210, if you got it, go get it. This is definitely a shoe that I think is going to have a nice little resale value between $300 to $350. So it's going to be a good investment. All right, KT. Pam. We already know what you're going to say. It match your gray, though.
Not for me. Those wouldn't look good on me. T would like them.
All right, Kate.
Took you long enough. You couldn't find the button.
Manhattan.
Okay, so I do like these. I don't think that they'll look good on me, but I do like to see dudes wearing them. So, funny stuff.
All right, Kev.
Oh, Musk Cop.
Musk Cop. You know what you got? Another one for me. This is definitely a shoe that I got to go get. Even though I got the royalties, it's going to be tough on me. Remember, go put your name in the raffles. The easiest way to get it is to go through the Foot Locker, Champs, East Bay, all of those apps. You go in Sky. There's some other ones that if you got a relationship with them, go put your name in. I know Hibbets has them. Finish Line has them. And then on the other side of that, Sneaker Apps is kind of revamping the way that they're doing business. So check out Sneaker App. You may have actually a high chance of getting it. They're supposed to be removing it to where the bots can't jump on everything. It's going to be a natural draw.
That's a lot. The bots still got those last ones we tried to get.
Well, they just started this, Kevin. They announced it last Saturday. They're like, hey, we coming out. They didn't even release the shoes that came out last Saturday. The UNC Sixes, they didn't release them. So thanks to my plug, shout out to Scoop. He got me a pair waiting on me. I'm going to go break bread with him and buy them joints off of him. So I'm pretty excited of it. But all right, man, let's go to work, KT.
All right. It is time for the men part of the show. Going on, y'all.
Yes, sir. We in here like swimwear. It is the part of the show where we get to talk some sports. Although, shout out to my ladies. Both of y'all did a great job of doing some sports conversations early in this show. So the fans didn't have to wait to the 50-minute mark to start discussing some ball. All right, first and foremost, we are back at it like some crack addicts. You know we love our fantasy sports on the show. We got the tournament. The Sports Life Talk Bracket Busters is out. The link has been sent to you, to my showmate. So if you want to get a part of this, we got a huge announcement to make. We are going to give the lucky winner of our tournament challenge the spotlight. They need to come on the show with us Wednesday night at 8:00. They're going live with us. We're going to make them a part of the crew. So go play in the tournament. It's going to be a 4-week-long tournament, and good luck to the one. I suck at these things.
I do want to say this. If you read the fine print, it's a little disclaimer. We're going to vet your ass before you come on here, though. So go ahead,
man, that boy there always must have been. All right, Kev, I'm not going to be able to go through 7 points.
Yeah, let's go. We go quick.
I'm going to go through them as quick as I possibly can. Kevin, we'll skip number 1 because we already talked about women's fantasy basketball. Number 2. What female sport, and this is for the ladies too, what female sports would you like to see be given a bigger stage and more access to? The us as fans have more access to. Pam, what do you got? What female sports would you like to see get a bigger platform or more access to?
I guess WNBA.
WNBA? All right. What about you, Manhattan?
I think it's soccer for me.
I mean, soccer get a nice little platform, but I can see that. What about you, KT?
Oh, it's WNBA. Women's.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, see, I'm in the torn because we just got finished recording. You got next with a dope football player that's a female. They got a women's football association. It's called the WFA. So I kind of would like to see the females get a football platform, but I'm gonna go with track and field. I don't know why nobody thinks about the most. I mean, these women be dominating track and field. It's the closest thing, no matter what your sexual orientation is. Track and field is track and field. Fast is fast, right? Mm-hmm. It's apples to apples, and there's no difference. You can sit up there and say, well, WNBA, they can't dunk. And we don't have high flying, and in football you can say it's a certain thing, this, that, and that, but with track and field it's all the same. I like the women's volleyball. Hey, Katie Dammon's my guy, man. We think alike, but I'm going with track and field. All right, Kevin, we're gonna skip number 3. We're gonna rank the East next week, so y'all come check us out for the Pick 6 next week. We are going to rank the teams in the Eastern Conference, but I will ask this one, Kevin. Which team that is rising right now in the NBA that has caught your attention? The Bulls, the Cavs, the Grizzlies? What team is making some noise right now that you want to see more of?
Memphis, because Ja is the truth, man.
Ja is the truth. That is a every night took. I'm going with the Bulls, man. I like what the Bulls are doing. I like this resurrection of DeMar DeRozan. I still, to my mind, I'm trying to wonder, like, how did it not work in San Antonio? And you know, my cousins, they got on me. They were like, B, so you would have kept DeMar DeRozan over Kawhi? Nah, I wouldn't have. So I have to be honest. But man, the dude is surging out of nowhere.
The Lakers look dumb. Not really going in.
Lakers could have had Kyle Lowry and DeMar DeRozan. Yikes! All right, Kevin. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Gambling in sports. It's been a big thing. Does the 1-year ban for Calvin Ridley, was that punishment enough? Was that punishment fair? Do you feel like they got it right in this situation with a 1-year ban for Calvin Ridley for gambling on the game?
The only reason I say they got it right is because it's a rule. We know it's a dumb rule, but it's a rule. So yeah, the 1 year is good.
Yeah. What about you, Gemini? What do you say? What do you say? The guy, he gambled. He put $1,500 on a game. It was a parlay bet. His Atlanta Falcons. He wasn't playing on the team, but he gambled. It's against the rule for players to gamble, and they suspended him for a whole year from the league. And it could be more. It could be longer. They just saying there's 1 year right now.
That was done. He should have bet on the horse or something.
No,
Here's the thing. Because of that bet, he's going to be out of $11 million.
$11 million. And Kevin, he won't be able to go into free agency next year. So he had a way more than $11 million.
That's what they said. Get somebody else to do it.
Yeah, I can't believe that. Cam, what do you think? You think 1 year is enough, or it should have been more?
No, 1 year is enough. If you're saying all that, like he lost how much? 11 mil?
He's going to lose
$11 million over 1,500.
Not playing this year.
Yes, 1 year, and then not being able to go into free agency. Yes, 1 year.
Yeah, it's horrible. And this dude, in my opinion, he a top 6, top 7 wide receiver in the league. We didn't get to see him play this year, but man, the dude is a certified dog. I'm gonna say this: I think the 1 year was too much. I get rules are rules. See, I know and he shouldn't have bet on the sport, but man, 1 year over a bet in which I just. Part of me feel like if he didn't use confidential information or if he didn't use something to get an advantage, then I don't know, man.
No, we all agree on that, B. Jones, but rules are rules. Just don't do it.
All right, well, we're gonna do our favorite buzzer beater of all time, but this is the last question I'm asking. I'm gonna get up off of this thing. March Madness is here. We got tournament weeks. We already seeing these crazy upsets. We're seeing all kind of craziness. It's in full effect. But do we really love Cinderella stories, Kevin? Are you really rooting for these underdogs to number 16 to upset a number 1?
To a degree. Then when it gets to like the championship,
Exactly.
we don't want to see a 16 because they're gonna get
versus the number 1 in the finals, right?
Yeah, it's gonna happen. Yeah.
So do we really want to see Cinderella teams upset?
Give me chalk. Give me chalk. I don't want to see Kansas versus Texas Tech, not Texas Tech versus DBU. I don't want to see that. Yeah.
What about you, Manhattan? Do you like these upsets, these Cinderella stories?
I don't think I know what you mean by the Cinderella story.
A Cinderella story is
a team that barely made to the tournament because they had to win their conference.
A small conference.
Yeah, and playing against a Kansas, and then they beat Kansas, and now everybody
Kansas out of the tournament, but they this sucky team, or they not sucky, but they a team that doesn't really have the same athletes, the same resources, and now they playing against North Carolina.
And they're going to lose next week. They're going to lose next week, pretty much.
But it messes up the brackets.
Because it's like the underdogs, right?
Yeah,
underdogs.
Yeah, I like to see it because it's the underdogs, but then, like you say, it messes up the bracket. So that's the part
I love it all the way up into the Final Four. Because of this, the moment I got Old Dominion playing against Syracuse, I'm sick to my stomach. What about you, Pam?
Yeah, give me the good teams. I like good close games that get my heart beating. And I feel like once you get to a certain level in the bracket, I want to see a blowout. I'm like, oh, this game is boring. Let's go eat something.
Yeah, I think that upset only happened. I'm only cool with it happening in weekend 1. After that, I don't want it no more.
Yeah.
All right, that is it for the pick 6. Even though we only get about 4.
All right, y'all. Well, since we are running out of time, I think it is time for the Yeet of the Week.
Man, since we are shouting out women's basketball and we giving love to Rebecca Lobo, I got to pay homage to her sport that made her famous, and that's women's college basketball. Last week, I saw the Kentucky Wildcats girl team go into a SEC tournament with a 15-10 record. They came in, they defeated my LSU Bayou Bengals, who's ranked number 6 in the nation. They then went into Tennessee, defeated Tennessee, who's ranked number 17th in the nation, and number 3 in the SEC. And then guess what? They knocked off the number 1 team in the nation, Dawn Staley, who was a previous cover athlete, her South Carolina Gamecocks. But this is what makes this Yeet worthy. This team had to overcome a double-digit lead, finishing the game on an 11-0 run. They scored 14 out of the last 16 points to upset them. And guess what? Deandra dropped a bucket, a 3-pointer, down 62-64, dropped a 3-pointer with 4.2 seconds left in the game to pull off the miracle upset, and the world went crazy. So shout out to the Kentucky Wildcats for being tenacious, for being exemplary, for being extraordinary, and doing the impossible. Kentucky Wildcats, you deserve a yeet. You on mute, Pam.
Sorry. And every time I mute myself, I say, don't forget to unmute before you start talking. But anyway, it is time for the 2-minute warning. So who we shouting out this week? Besides Noble Wolf, clearly.
Yeah, because you got like 18 bottles over there, and I got 2 downstairs. So hey.
I need to go get a refill on this. I'm telling y'all gotta try this blueberry. It is.
I'm gonna go get me some.
Also, they have a peach I want to try, and like a pink lemonade.
I want to try the whiskey because he got whiskey too.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Mouth of the South. Who are you shouting out this week?
Yeah, I got one big shout out. First off, I got a couple of family members who dealing with some medical stuff. Praying for y'all. Wish y'all nothing but the best. Y'all pray for my family. And then free Brittany Griner, man. I don't know what the hell going on over there, but good grief, man. Somebody help this young lady get out of Russia.
Yeah.
I just want to send thoughts and prayers to her family. I'm just thinking to myself, like, if that was my daughter, I don't even care if she was 30 years old, and now I get that kind of news that she's being detained over some weed or cannabis oil or something like that. I mean, I would be driving myself nuts right now. So
she had to be smarter too, B. Jones. Just wait till you get over there.
Yeah.
Just wait till you get over there.
Well, I mean, honestly, I don't even know why somebody to say, hey, you know what? Right now, Russia's at war with a whole other
may not
country.
want to do anything.
Get over there and sit down somewhere.
Yeah, I
like
wouldn't even
Mama say,
over there.
don't get over there acting up when we get over the company house. Get over there and sit down somewhere.
Yeah, free Brittany Griner. That's the only one I'm gonna leave out with.
All right, KD.
Yes, I'm going to shout out KD. Damn it, he's been here since day one. He's here every Wednesday. He always messes with me every Thursday, the day after the show, and whether it's talking trash or agreeing with me. Shout out to you for showing up every week with us.
So he also put in the chat.
Agree with you.
Huh?
I say you probably agree with me more than you agree with you.
Oh yeah, we always argue. Yeah.
He put in the chat, give me your best Biggie verse. So
First
mine is
First pop.
No. Mine is Armed and Dangerous. Ain't too many can bang us.
So that's Pam's. What's yours, B?
Man, I gotta go swimming in women. Hold on. One more chance. I'm trying to think of the part where he said death stroke was the right stroke, left stroke was the death stroke.
Death stroke, looking up a dude, busting a home to you.
Or the other way he said, throw the keys to little C's, eating Welch's grape. I mean, that dude punchlines is crazy.
Biggie was the truth, man.
Mine is where he's like, so she want to sit Mo on my living room
floor, playing the show with seasoning. Pick up the phone, say Papa not home, 6 all night, mad in the morning, spend money, smoke all my tattoo on.
The D's A and B-I-G. All right, I'm sorry, that was a distraction, KD.
Appreciate that, KD.
Yeah. KT, who are you shouting out this week?
Shout out to the University of Texas, UTA's women's basketball team for winning their conference title. And now they will be in March Madness. So Gemini Jones and Reede, our college, our females, they're going to be representing. Anyway, thank y'all for making it, because if she'd been on the team, we would have got out the first round. But shout out to them. And Coach JoJo Hernandez.
JoJo!
Again, I'm shouting out the North Lake basketball team. Hope they do well tomorrow at 4 o'clock. I sent y'all the video. Watch the video, yo. Also, KT, I just want to tell you, you've been freaking me out this whole show, because your ring light, you can see it in your glasses, and it looked like you got about 4 extra eyes right here, and it's been kind of throwing me off. Maybe I shouldn't get high before the show, but anyway, shout out to y'all. I love y'all. Shout out to all of our.
She be late, Kevin. Over the blowing trees, man.
I'm sorry, y'all. Anyway, I really don't get high. I'm just playing. What was I saying?
Just all the time. Good Lord.
Thank y'all for listening. Make sure you join us next week. Tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. Also, go pick y'all up some Noble Whoop. It's that one specs.
We're gonna get Bryce to come on here one Wednesday night. I'm gonna send a DM to Bryce and say, man, come rock with us one Wednesday night.
And support. We love y'all. Thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for being in the chat. The chat kind of keeps us going too. So appreciate y'all. Peace out.
Yeet.
You already know what time it is, Sports Life Talk, and if you didn't know, you didn't set your reminder. You need to set your reminder, man. Sports Life Talk through your speakers and your headphones. Get to know the name and let your friends know. Ask who's got their game on lock, like a chain around a box, no bento. Legos in the end zone, building on a height from the scoreboard that we're adding to. Consistent with the content on a whole different magnitude. Working front to back like a lateral pass, and the attitude matches the aptitude. That's why we're glad to do Sports Life Talk, counting down the clock till the next episode drops, yeah. Sports Life Talk, counting down the clock till the next episode drops, yeah.